Hey fam, welcome back to another practice. Today's video is going to be all about Sun Salutation A. So this is a sequence you use at the start of usually every vinyasa class just to warm up the body, to connect the body and the breath, and to really try and sink in and deepen into your practice. So whenever you're ready, I invite you to find an easy seat to close down through the eyes. And we'll just take a few breaths here. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Then a soft exhale, sigh out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, soft sigh out of the mouth. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, gentle sigh out of the mouth. Good, keeping the eyes closed down, just gently rolling and drawing circles through the head and the neck. Relaxing the shoulders down and really trying to maintain a connection to your breath. Reverse direction of your circles. And rolling your head back to center, we'll come into our tabletop position, where your wrists stack underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and just begin to make some clockwise circles with shoulders over wrists. Just warm me through the hands, the wrists, a few downward dogs in this practice, so you may not be used to bearing that weight on your hands. So just before every class, just know a gentle warm-up is encouraged. Reverse the direction of your circles. Good, and we'll go into our first downward facing dog of the class. So from your plank position, can you tuck the toes underneath? Can you hover the knees off the mat? And then press the hips back and away. And then slightly stepping your feet a little further back. So from here, you should be able to shift forward into a high plank, have your shoulders over the tips of your fingers. And then press back. That is the length of your downward facing dog. Good. From here, I want you to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Really press through the base knuckle of the thumbs. Spread your toes a little wider. And feel as though you're trying to make a triangle shape. If you need to have a bend in the knees, that's cool. And from here, gazing towards the top of the mat, slowly begin to walk your feet there. And when you get there, I want you to find a forward fold. Then with an inhale, float your hands to your heart center, find a halfway lift. So we're finding this beautiful right angle shape, shoulders draw back and down. Then as you exhale, fold in. Good, two more just like this. Inhale to halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold. One more. Deep inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold in. Then as you inhale this time, find the halfway lift once more. Hands are floating towards your heart center, shoulders are drawing back and down, lengthening through the crown of the head. I hope you're feeling this a little bit in the hamstrings. You really want to warm them up here. Then from here, take your arms wide to a T. Then slowly start to stand tall. Then press the palms together overhead. Then drawing your hands towards your heart center, relax the shoulders down. Then soften the hands or the palms facing forward down by your hips. Mountain pose. Surya Namaskar A will go through 3 rounds. With an inhale, float the arms and gaze to sky. Press the palms overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward, moving through that halfway lift shape, and then you fold all the way down. Then with an inhale, come into the halfway lift once more, maybe fingertips to earth, to shins. Then soften your palms down to the mat, pick up your left foot, step back, pick up your right foot, try not to make that sliding sound, step back, high plank. Soften the knees down to the mat, take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, lower down, keeping your elbows pinned towards the side body, long through the spine, land on the mat, Press the tops of the feet down. With an inhale, peel your heart off the earth. Lift your hands, maybe a centimeter off the mat. Then as you exhale, plant the palms. Press up onto hands and knees. Tuck those toes. Press back. Downward facing dog. With an inhale, raising onto balls of feet. With an exhale, bend your knees deeply, gaze between the hands. Step forward, finding your forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold in. Good. Inhale to stand tall, reaching, sweeping arms and gaze to sky. Palms press overhead. Then with an exhale, draw your hands to your heart center. Really connect to the breath here. Round 2. Inhale, arms and gaze, reach to sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant through the palms, step back to your high plank. You can lower the knees if you want to or keep them off the earth. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, take your time, slowly lower all the way down, landing on your belly, untucking the toes. Inhale, rise, cobra. Float the palms, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, soften down, tuck the toes, make your way back, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale to raise onto balls of feet. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, jump, make your way to the tops of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back, really connect to the breath. Exhale to fold. Inhale to stand tall, reaching, sweeping arms and gaze to sky. Then exhale, draw your hands to your heart center, Samastitihi. We have one more flow. So really try and follow your breath here to connect to your body, to be as mindful as possible of each movement, of each transitory action from pose to pose. Notice the breath. Notice the muscles engage and relax where needed. From here, take a deep inhale, sweep your arms and gaze to sky. Press the palms overhead. Maybe you slightly press your hips forward, finding a gentle back bend. As you exhale, fold forward into your deep forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Find the length through the spine. Exhale, planting the palms, stepping back to your high plank. Take an inhale here. Then on your exhale, slowly lower down. Untucking those toes. Inhale to find your back bend. Maybe you're in that cobra, lifting the hands off. Maybe in your upward facing dog, just like me, where you're pressing into the tops of the feet. The thighs are lifted off the earth. The shoulders are drawing back and down. Then with an exhale, you lift the hips, you press everything back and away. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale to raise onto balls of feet. Exhale to bend your knees, gaze forward, step, hop, float your journey to the tops of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold in, Uttanasana. Inhale to stand tall, to reach, sweep arms and gaze to sky. Good. Exhale, draw the hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Releasing the palms down beside the hips. Turn your palms to face the top of your mat. Broaden across your collarbones and just notice how you feel. Slow the breath down. Just become aware. And from here, as you inhale, arms and gaze reach to sky. As you exhale, fold in. Inhale to halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to your downward facing dog. Good. Soften the heels down towards the mat. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Just working into the shape and knowing that if you are just beginning your yoga practice, this pose may be a little bit challenging for you right now. I remember in my first class when I first moved into downward facing dog, and the teacher said downward facing dog will be a rest pose. I was like, wait, what? This really hurts. This is really challenging. But over time, once you create familiarity with the pose and with your practice, you begin to become strong in poses. You begin to become a little more comfortable and a little more aware in each pose. You keep sinking the heels down towards the earth, lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Tuck those ribs in. Feel as though you can drive your thumbs, or the base knuckle of your thumbs, through the earth. We're here for 3. For 2. On 1, sink the knees down to the mat. Come back into your easy cross-legged seat. Closing down through the eyes. Resting the backs of your palms on your knees, relaxing your shoulders down your back body. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, gentle sigh out of the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, gentle sigh. One more deep inhale. Exhale, sigh. My friends, this is where I leave you. But maybe you would like to stay here in this seated meditation position and just follow your breath. Just notice the thoughts coming and going. Know that when you do begin to meditate, the thoughts will come and they will come thick and fast. And know that that is okay. There is no right way or wrong way to meditate. All you need to do is just notice how you feel, what you're thinking. Just observe. So my friends, I'll leave you here. Thank you greatly again for sharing your practice with me. Always remember, today is going to be a good day. Namaste.